Colette in the back. Somebody else behind Rosie, but I can't see who it is. Yeah.
And the Mr. Man in the blue shorts again.
Leaning on somebody. And a kid in the box.
Had to have been Nathan.
I guess so. Out in Rosie's yard. Helen's yard.
No, that's Rosie's yard.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's Ramona's driveway. And the box is open. Look what was in it. He's 7. Amber, Lori, Camellia, and Alicia. One of Camellia or Alicia, I think Alicia got, it's those colored records.
Mm-hmm. I got them.
Oh, were they yours?
Yeah.
Oh, well, maybe it's your birthday.
Stole them.
Well, maybe it's your birthday. I don't know.
What is she in?
Some pajamas.
It looks like her head's in one of those boards that you stick your head on the body.
Yeah.
You know?
August 9th, 1980. It was in the church hall because we had Mass in the hall because they were remodeling the church. That's her. Grandma was her bridesmaid. Elna on the end. Is that Father Hines? We have to ask Evelyn. I think, is that Snyder?
No.
Dick's best man?
Well, maybe.
It's not Dr. Snyder.
Oh, I thought that
another Snyder. I hope it says on the slide. Anyway, I think he's died. We'll have to ask Evelyn who he was. And Dick and Evelyn and Mom. On the left, Derek Cooper, Steve Bentley, Philip Smith. That's at my house. A patch.
Yeah, that's when she had that big eye problem. Remember, she had a sty on her eye or something? Or got something in her eye, I can't remember.
Kind of just looks like something's on the slide.
Or on their nose.
But it said there was a patch on the deal. Sam, Amber, Cheryl, and Twyla. In front of the shop. In front of the gift arena.
Look at my pot belly I had.
118 North 3rd Street. If you can hear me over Brittany, Grandma wrote on this, Elna and the C&P snapper, Chandler and Price, I used for funeral notices and hurt my hand in. There's the press she used for funeral notice. C&P stands for Chandler and Price. C&P snapper. E2. Must be when we were selling that stuff. Colette, Margaret, and Rosemary in the front. Elna, Lita, Mary Helen, and Regina in the back. Flat, working a puzzle. That's a Christmas.
Yeah, because there's a Christmas tree on
Oh, yeah.
Camellia or Seth, either one.
I think it's like Camellia, yeah. Or Colette at Regina's wedding shower. I think she has some curls.
Yeah.
Developed March of '88, I think it says. Looks maybe
Travis?
Travis, maybe. Or Dusty, I don't know. Anyway, it's Mary Helen, Colette in the middle, and Margaret with the glasses on. 7. So, maybe you can figure out who that other kid is. 1980, so that must be back down at Rockport with Lita. Heather Steele leaning on Grandma Miller's car. Developed, so.
Lori and Ashley.
Oh, it can't be Ashley because she was born yet. Alicia and them, I thought they were born in 84. Let's see. Maybe March of '88 it was developed. So, who did you say was Ashley?
Ashley.
Yeah. You can see the cake better now.
Yeah.
developed March of '88. That was probably her birthday.
Even Steven didn't have his pot belly.
82.
That was before Mom's house was remodeled.
Yeah, I think I was pregnant. Colette, Juan, Twyla, and Mary Helen. Today, Elna Miller with her grandchildren, Dusty, Alicia, Travis, and Marcus. 7. Elna and Margaret. Elna 75. I don't know how old Margaret is. 75 at Rosie's house. We had Thanksgiving and Stephen and Rosie's birthday over there. Got Mary Helen on the floor. Lori and Sherry Gale. Reaching for food. Sherry's in the back. Mary Helen and Rosemarie. Oh yeah, now you can see Amber and... No, that's not Amber. That's still Lori. But I guess that's Shad down on the left, reaching up to the table. Lori, and there's Cara Ray carving the turkey. Okay. Still Thanksgiving 1985. Another year. There's Ashley and Seth.
Yeah.
That's definitely Ashley holding the green ring.
Yeah.
So that must, and I think that's Seth. And Lori going back down Mary Helen's steps in the snow.
Whose red car was that? Was that Mary Helen's?
I think it was Mary Helen's. The station wagon was ours. And the other one's Grandma's. Those, I think it said this was developed in '81. 1988, Lori and Travis. Did you help them make the box? You just remember it?
Yeah.
Karen.
Her shadow at the time, now it's Danielle.
Yeah. Valentine's Day again, or is it Christmas? Lori, Marcus, and Travis, and I think that's my hands. Okay, but it's Christmas '87. Lori and Ashley. Sorry. I think that said 1987.
That was from Marcus.
Developed in '88, so I guess that's still Christmas '87. Whoops. It's Lori and Marcus. Eight.
That comes from Alex.
I think that's Tim's parents, isn't it?
Yeah.
Somebody's goodies. Oh my goodness. Guess that's a picture of Alicia.
Yeah.
Right in the middle. I thought she was teeny tiny.
Ashley.
Is it Ashley?
Yeah, because Aunt has that picture in her house.
Oh. Well, it looks like there's a teeny tiny baby in the middle.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
And Seth with great-grandma Elna Miller. 80. Juan, Stanley, and... Is that Rhonda's old husband?
Yeah, that's Alan.
Must be Twyla's graduation. Fern, Mabel, and Hazel. That must be that Anderson reunion. I think it said 1981. Ooh, bunch of candles. I was going to try to count them, but let me just look on the picture. 1. Alicia, Travis, Lori, and Marcus. '87. And Sam, 1975. It says the dog's name is Hazel. And Auntie's got a tooth missing. Hazel. Cisco, Sam. What's that girl's name?
Where at?
You won't remember. But anyway, 2 more. And then Auntie And Lisa Cervantes and a Hickey boy, I think. Yeah, that little girl by Sam is a Hickey. Vonica Hickey or something. I don't know who's right in the middle in the pink dress. I don't remember. Who's that?
The Byard girl.
Byard.
Stephanie Byard.
Yeah, it does look like her. I think it's their first communion.
It looks like it.
But they don't have veils. They have
Either
little.
that or it's Maycrown.
Yeah. Well, we found some that said first communion. We'll have to ask Sam. Okay. Dusty, Alicia, Travis, Lori, and Marcus. 1987. Mary Helen, Colette, Margaret, Rosie, and Mom in the back. Elna Miller in the back. Colette with the long hair. And this is May of 88, so I guess that's Seth's baptism. Nathan Seal. Rose in 88. Entree's wearing a corsage, so maybe Ashley had a baby shower that day or something. Elna Miller, Ben Mahan, Sam, Colette, Amber, Juan, Philip standing up, then Lita and Rosie in the front. I think. In my house. Twyla, Sherry, and Amber. Amber's birthday, swinging, it said. Guess that's Sam upside down.
Must be.
1980, I think it said. Smitty in 1982 in the gift arena.
82?
Yep.
They come see the baby?
They come to see Lori and Shad. They were at Shad's baptism. I think they were here for Michael's baptism too. Yeah, I know they was. That's when we had all 5. Lita.
What does her cake say?
Oh.
Birthday. Happy birthday.
How original.
How?
Sam and Amber. Oh, Amber, you were ready to go to sleep.
So was Sam.
Yeah. Christmas 88. My Child doll. Christmas 87. That doll back. Whoops. Lori. And the My Child doll. This was developed in March of 88. So it's sometime winter 87 or 88. Colette, Juan, and Lori. Vitus, Ashley. Juan and Lori. I think that fan says Happy Centennial Canadian. So the year Canadian was 100 years old. And our turtle, and that's back behind in that alley behind the post office, between the post office and donut shop. Because it's developed March of 88, but that's the 4th of July. This was developed in 88. Two. Twyla. This was developed in 81. Anche and who? Travis, I guess.
Oh.
That must be Travis. Developed in 81. Mariah and Casey, and Amber's in the middle. And her grandpa Carol Ray, Bentley.
Jeez. See, I can't.
No. Sam.
Shabby Sam.
What are y'all playing?
No. Well, mad.
Mad? You're playing like you're mad, or you are mad? Yeah, that game, it says mad on there. I never heard of it. House. pictures. Lita and Travis, 1981. Gina and Greg. June of 80. Carrie and Colette at my house. Amarillo College, 1981.
81.
Well, that picture turned out good. Oops. Sam and Heather. Amber's in the red dress. Day 1977. It'll be on Grandma's birthday.
Oh.
Oz must be Helen's cat. It's in Winoka, 1977. Thor. Margaret and Amber. Sam and, I guess Sam's on the left and the Hickey girl and Anche. Who's on the right? I think that's the Hickey girl in between them. Anyway, Anche's opening presents. Must be her birthday. Developed in January. Doopy. And their house by Winoka. 75. Boy, that was a big tree.
Yeah, it was.
Stephanie, Lita, Colette, and Juan.
That was at your house, wasn't it?
No, we weren't even married in 74 yet. It's a black sofa. It may be one of Margaret's. I don't know. It's black leather.
I just remembered her.
I have a Tessa on and Mary Helen. Birthday, 1970. Woodward Hospital. I'm up there leaning on the box. And who's the rest of these people?
Looks like Lita in that tank top shirt.
Yeah.
And
Kind of looks like Evelyn in the back.
yeah.
I don't know who that is.
And who's that boy?
I don't know. Maybe Lita knows. 78. Antonio. Is that Twala and Anche? That's outside the Alamo.
Who's cat?
Grandma's.
Oh, I didn't know Grandma had
I think that's the big cat. You have to ask Regina. But there's this big cat that just kept showing up inside the house without being let in. But I think there was a closet from downstairs that you could get to upstairs and the window was broke upstairs. 15th, 1977. I think that slick-haired one over here is Inky. And Cuddles is the other, and I think the other two they gave away, the fuzzy one.
I remember those when they were born.
That's my hand in the pink sweater.
Well, I don't remember when they were born, but I
First grade, 1974. It must be Sam and Anche. Remember, but it says side of the school. Sam and Sam and Anche in the blue pants. Looks like the park.
that is the park.
They had one of those at the park and at school.
That same exact slide.
Well, some of the park, they may have given it to the park because they took some equipment from the school down to the park, I think. And this is 74, I don't know. They did have one of these at the school when I was in school. So I don't know. Maybe they remember. 1974, after the first day of school. Look at those bell bottoms. Stephanie's in the bell bottoms. Oh, because that's Abraham Home Place fence.
I was going to say, and that's the same exact spaceship.
This is older playground equipment. This is 20 years ago. First day of school again. Everybody used to wear those short sleeve sweaters on top of a long sleeve shirt.
Oh, really?
24. Finally got Sam off to school so they can sit in. On Christmas 1976. Well, that looks like a real tree. I thought we only had one real tree in 75.
When did you wear glasses for that?
Oh, when I worked at Dairy Queen, all that glass would shine, and he said I had to have glasses to keep the reflection out of my eye. And Sam's a hobo. Anche's Raggedy Ann and Amber's Raggedy Ann. And Lena's in the back and Belinda's with the cat. Whoops. Got him better than that. There we go. And I hope that's Halloween. Because their parents look that way. Really?
Dad actually agreed to dress up with her. I just cannot believe it.
1977. Looks after her Aunt Margaret. She looks just like her. And so does Amber. Here's Amber's nose. Look at Aunt's eyes. Hey, so. Some of these are written on them 77, but I bet it's 78. That's Amber. Andy, I guess. Darina. Oh, sitting on one of those little hand-painted chairs that was for sale. What'd they get? Trophies, I guess, they're holding.
I guess so.
Must be for costume contest. Hey, Regina, Sam, and Sherry. I think that's Grandma's house. Twyla. Stephanie, Regina, Stephen, Billy Mike, Lita, Twyla, Stanley, Sherry, Eddie, Sam, and Anche. And Eddie for sale. Then turkeys. Month is developing. I don't know if that was one of them April snowstorms or what. Read the other. Colette and Sam. There's Aunt Jane and Sam.
She was born, weren't you?
That's Twyla by Stephanie. Stephanie was pretty tall.
Yeah.
Colette, Regina, and Lita, I guess. I'm not used to, I hardly remember Lita when her hair was that long, but I've seen her school picture, so I know it was.
Which one's Lita?
Over here, I guess.
Oh.
I think it's First Communion. There's one of Grandma's Christmas trees. Let's save a picture.
Whose picture is it?
Hey, that looks like Janice Longhoofer. So who are the other two? We decided before. Heather and Amber. Rosie's fireplace. A maxi dress.
Heather looked cute. Looks like a little maid outfit.
Yeah. A pinafore. February 76. And it is a bunch of kids. But I don't know if they're all ours or if that's a church picnic.
That's me and the little red second on the bottom. Looks like.
You think so? Yeah. Okay, if that's you, then these are not all of ours. I don't think. Doing their eggs.
Definitely Sam.
Yep, Sam and Aunt Sam and Twyla. It says Sam and Twyla, but it's Sam and Aunt
I was going to say. Doesn't look like Twyla to me.
No. And there's no trailer there. Nadine's has been moved off. She rented it to people sometimes, the space, Grandma. But I guess nobody's renting it right now.
Whose house?
Okay. I think we've seen several of these. Aunt Shay's the littlest.
Oh, weird. They're all those from the height.
Yeah, Stephanie. I don't know if it's height or the years they were born, I think.
Oh, it looks like height, doesn't it?
Yeah. But some, Regina's either not standing up straight or they're outgrowed her. Stanley, Aunt Shay, Stephen, Sam, and Twyla. Sam looks unhappy.
Yeah.
Usually she's smiling. That's that house up by Evelyn's that they tore down, I think. Stephen, Aunt Shay, and Sam. I think that's me. My back. Stephen, Sam, and Lita in the back. To Grandma's. Some spooks.
That was where?
This is Grandma's, but that other house was Margaret's. See that door?
Yeah.
That's the door open with the glass showing the paneling. It looked kind of... Nadine, Sherry, and Smitty. At Grandma's house. 1970. I think Grandma was the teacher of this. That looks like Regina the second.
Looks like he might
I think it's Martha Gutierrez and Regina, Hickey boy, Phil, and I'm not sure who the next
the
one.
other one besides those other two.
Then
looks like
Stephen. Yeah, Stephen and Stanley, then Twyla and Lita. Yeah, I think that's Martha Gutierrez. The one who named her baby Colette. Front door. I think they've changed that a little.
Yeah, they put a big old... Mom and them must have loved Raggedy Ann and Andy.
I think so. I think Sandra made those cakes. And I think I made your outfit.
Oh.
Honeymoon special. Let us alone. The Dairy Queen.
Let us alone.
Aren't they geniuses? Who is that?
Is that a Canadian? It sure is.
Yeah.
Before they had that bulletin thing tore down. They still have the Dairy Queen sign.
They don't have that board there anymore?
Uh-uh.
Oh, I didn't even notice it. That's pretty. Wherever it is.
Does it say?
No. I wonder if it's around Marble Falls. If that's water in the back. Well, let me check that out. And there's a package up there that says to Colette. There's some blocks that spell Sam, S-A-M.
Yeah.
Something says Stephanie, I guess, at the bottom.
And no, I was going to say, there's that Santa Claus squeaky doll, but it's not.
No, it's a roly-poly. Well, I thought that was Granddad's writing in that package, but it says from Mother, so that's Grandma's writing. What does? There's another sign over there. Can't read it. Developed in January of '68. January, I think that's right before they went to California. Othello and Stephanie. He's working at the Linotype. Daddy in him, because it's the 4th of July, 1968, and he died on the 7th of July. It's Colette in the pink shorts, Regina by the car, Lita in the light blue, and Twyla's over there by Othello. Othello on the table. Regina, Twyla, Colette, and Lita. Guess we're fixing to light firecrackers. See that picture on the wall? I think Mr. Mosser brought. It's in every. I think Mary Helen got that picture. Unless she traded it. But it was in her closet, I know.
Maybe that's what I thought.
Yeah. Boy, we had enough gifts.
Yeah?
This was taken in, developed May '68. I think that might be the Miami tornado. Is that Lita? I don't remember who went over there with us right after the tornado hit. That must be it. So that was right before Granddad died, in May of '68. Saw a picture of the school before. It took the top off the school.
Really?
At school, then we got cellars, you know, they started building basements in our school. I think they let school out because of the storm right before it hit. Boy. I've seen the picture of the school lots of times, but I hadn't really remember these.
That's it?
That's not the school, no. The school was much fancier. Yeah. Salvation Army guy already there. Gulliver, 1978. It was huge, cat. You see how
Yeah, it looks
that
big.
coffee table, it's way longer.
Oh.
I think we're at some car races in Woodward, maybe. Which I think that's probably Billy Mahan sitting up on the pickup. And I see Daddy and all kinds of kids. May '68, I think that's Regina. She's probably sitting on the end of the pickup with Dad. Look, Lita's kids make that face. Lita, Mom, Elma, holding Sam, Colette behind, and Regina giggling.
Well, Grandma's hair was long.
Yeah. Sometimes she wore it under a wig, but it was long. I think this said Christmas '69. I guess that's Twyla getting the phone. Regina and her Chrissy doll. And that must be Lita over by the tree. And that's me, Colette, by the bull. She's not focusing too good. Lori still has that bull. I think Grandma had that outfit made for me, red jumper. So it must be Twyla and Mary Helen holding on Che. Che sure looks big. Regina, Lita, and Colette.
Mary Helen looks like a little kid herself.
Yeah. Regina, Colette, Twyla. I don't remember what Twyla's doll's name was. Colette on Che, Lita's getting a package, Regina and Twyla. Looks like Eileen and maybe Mary Helen and Margaret. I guess that's at the river walk. Colette holding on Che. Stephanie behind Sherry. Twyla and Sam in front of her. Billy Mike peeking his head over Eddie. Stanley, Regina, and Lita. Then Billy Mike standing up. No, that's not Billy Mike, that's Stephen over Eddie. Because Billy Mike's standing up. Billy Mike made that tree out of a tumbleweed.
Did he really?
And took it back home with them in the car. They let him take it. At least they let him leave. I don't know how far they got with it.
Really?
Christmas, 1969. Stanley, is that Stanley?
What's that lady again?
Almost out of the picture. In the back is Sherry, Twyla, Eddie, Stephen behind him, and Billy Mike. Colette sitting down, white shirt. So that must be Anche, the little one over there in front of Regina and Lita. That, Margaret and Mary Helen. So that's all Christmas, or just before Christmas, 1969. Hey, Rose, Colette. Rose has the dark hair, then Colette, Nadine, Mary Helen, and Margaret. Moving around. Nadine's over here. And by Rosie, then Colette, Margaret, and Mary Helen. 69. Anche holding the red ball. Mary Helen, Regina, and I guess that's Twyla, I don't know, in front. That must be Anche's first Christmas. At Houston, 1969, so that's Sherry, Eddie, and Billy Mike Purcell with their grandma, Elna Miller. Mary Helen in the red. 1969.
Oh.
Is that Billy Mike?
That looks like the swimming pool at Marble Falls.
That's what I was thinking.
He's almost drowned in that pool.
Oh no. He in the water. And Billy Mike and Sherry with the towel. Now we went down there for Linda's wedding, but I don't think that's the time. We must have been another time because there's too many kids there to be traveling in one car.
Really?
Of course, sometimes we took more than one car, I think. And I'm holding Sam, I think. That looks like Eddie in the white shirt. Okay, that's the state capitol in 1969, Texas. Oh, 1969. And that's the revolving cafe in the top of that tower. Gina, Colette, Twyla, and Lita, I guess. Got the floor at the Capitol. They must have been beautiful. We tried several pictures of them. Okay, there's Colette and Lita in the second thing. I don't know what's in the first. Stephen and Lita looking out the door. Margaret, Auntie, and Sam doing eggs. Must be their first Easter. in Houston, 1969. Elna Miller. Houston. And their dog. I wonder if that's the one that when we came back to Houston, I went with him. The house was full of fleas. The dog was in there or something.
Whose house?
Nadine's. We had to walk in, walk out, and call an exterminator. Nadine, Smitty, Eddie, Billy, Mike, and Sherry.
Oh, that's a cute picture.
It's in Houston.
I didn't never know they lived in Houston.
Yep. He worked in
Smitty did.
the brewery in Houston, then got transferred to New Hampshire. Smitty in Houston. 1961. That can't be 1961. Let me read that again. They weren't even married in 61. Okay, 1969. Lita, Twyla, and Regina. Regina has dark hair. Here's when we were snowed in my house again. Nadine must be cut off. Aw. Colette in the black and white stripes. Margaret in white. Mary Helen in yellow. Nadine's in some of them. So. This house in 1969. Developed in July. So there's Aunt Helen and Granny. Granny's in the blue dress. And Winoka. And Anche. Sam's the older one.
Didn't know we were recording.
Sam on the brown chair, Anche on the white chair, and it looks like Billy standing up. I think this says 1969. 98. Mary Helen, Colette in the black dress, and Margaret in the blue pants. And we're not focusing very well.
So was that a garage sale?
Hey, did we sell those clothes? I wish we could see the junk that we sold. Somebody with a
French horn.
somebody with a French horn would be my French horn, I guess.
Oh, you played the French horn?
Yeah, cornet and French horn. So it must be Sam. Sam.
Oh, yeah. That's when y'all were during that blizzard thing.
Yeah. Ellen. Colette in the black and white stripes. Mary Helen and Nadine in the blue stripes.
And didn't y'all eat like chocolate chip cookie dough, the Pillsbury chocolate chip cookie dough?
Oh, I don't eat chocolate chip cookie dough, but they might. Me and Margaret eat Granny's cookie dough.
I love sliced and baked cookies.
But Nadine ate the Eagle brand, stuff it out of the can. Uncle
It's
Real
good.
puts it in his coffee.
I love it. Right.
It looked like I had an injury. Okay. Margaret, Colette, Mary Helen, what's she doing? And Nadine.
Looking at something. Who was taking the pictures, Grandma?
Grandma. Elna Miller took almost every one of these, except every one that she's not in. Me. Margaret, Mary Helen, Nadine. Good thing I'm not in this one, I think.
Mom, I'm glad I don't know how to make that ugly face.
Well, see, Mary Helen, she was supposed to, and then she'd keep tricking us. We were thinking of our face, practicing. But now, they go 1, 2, 3, make the ugliest face, and then Mary Helen just gives that smile. Which isn't a very pretty smile, I admit, but it's not the same as a... So she would look good. Where are you going, Brittany? In the corner, Margaret and Elna. Who's the little one sitting down? Is that Aunt Chi?
I know, that short hair.
Yeah. Gulliver. Elma and Gulliver. 1978. Ate with the puppy and the puppies. Front of the fireplace. Mariah's in the yellow seat.
Brittany, you can't have that.
Come here, Squirt. I don't know where. Helen and Elna, sisters.
Need a bubble?
Helen in the blue and Elna in the yellow. That was 1969. Heather and her mom Stephanie and her mom Rose and her mom Elna and Elna's mom Florence. And then we've got Mariah and her mom Kathy and her mom Helen and her mom Granny.
Goodness.
Lila, Anche, Amber, and Sam.
And I was the cutest one out of them.
That was Amber talking.
Where?
What are you doing? Playing with your toes?
Still
Counting your toes? $1971. Wow. That's that blizzard of 71 again. More blizzard of 71. Right across the tracks where Rose lived. Big snowdrifts. And there's Regina and somebody on top. I guess, or Stephanie, somebody in a maxi coat. It was as tall, the things were as tall as the fence. That part of the time they were over the fence. Was baptized. Of course, she was older. She wasn't a baby. There's Father Stanley in the black. Stephen, Twyla, Granny, and Lita. And I think Mom made that cat pillow for Granny. It was pink velvet with the black velvet cats and green eyes. Margaret and Colette, 1980. Baptism, bunch of babies. That was in 1985, May, and we had 5 sets. And when the church, it seemed like, was half full of our family, and then he said, well, all the parents and godparents come forward. That hardly left anybody sitting down. There was 4 people standing up for each baby. I think, let's see, who was baptized? It was Michael. There's Nadyne and Smitty. Marcus. There's Regina and Greg. There's Sherry, Margaret. I don't see them all, but me and one were the godparents for Nathan. And we'll have to see if we can tell who the others were. Mary Helen, and is that Twyla? Stephanie's holding Nathan beside Colette and then Juan. Well, that didn't help. Look it up in the paper. It was in the paper, of course, and the church has records. Had a camera just about. There's Brother Stanley. These are all pretty dark. Hopefully somebody got some better ones. Looks like Philip's holding a baby back there. There's Michael. The last one, I guess, was Marcus getting baptized. I think Margaret and Billy were his godparents, and it looks like Nadyne and Smitty are Michael's. If it's going to show everybody or not. Is that Alicia and Camellia? Yeah, I guess it was Alicia and Camellia at the same time getting baptized, because they were born practically at the same time. Philip, and I guess that's Lita and Mary Helen. So the babies. And then Colette and Juan. Nathan's crying, of course. Stephanie holding Nathan. That's just the parents and godparents. There'd be 10 of us plus 5 babies, plus Father Stanley. But there was quite a few people down visiting too, to see Nadyne while she was here. That must be Nathan, since I'm holding him and Juan's there. Monsignor Stanley. Is that Alicia? There's Margaret, Mary Helen, Regina, Twyla, and Father Stanley. Or is that Camellia and Mary Helen's the godmother? Can't see the baby's face, but they'll know which one it is. Stephanie, Nathan, Monsignor Stanley, Colette, Juan, and I don't know who that baby is in the back. It was her dress. Anyway, here comes Lori. See what's going on. Stephanie holding Nathan. Lori coming up to Colette and Juan. Lori and Travis and Shad were baptized, I think, all in 82. But not at the same time. There's the... I think that's the same one. Several of the pictures are just plain black, so I hope we didn't miss anybody. So that must be Michael. Margaret's looking on, and see a little bit of Nadyne's shirt. And Monsignor Stanley. Now Father Stanley, this is the one that wrote Rodeo Town and all those other books. Lots and lots of historical books on New Mexico and Texas. Eddie and Margaret. So maybe they're... I think Smitty was Marcus's godfather and Margaret the godmother, maybe. Seems like one that Smitty might have been for Michael and Marcus. I don't know. We'll have to ask them all. There's Marcus and Margaret, Greg, Marcus, Regina, Smitty. I think that's Sherry. No, that's Stephanie and Nathan, maybe. I don't know. And that was in May 1985. There's Salmon, Onche, and Amber. Oops, I mean Salmon, Onche. Onche's wearing the number shirt. This is at Oakley where you stopped on the way. says something about prairie dog, I think. Roy Rogers filmed McClintock and JJ on the way home from Marble Falls. Another part of it. Just every once in a while there'll be an old red slide mixed in. 78. But whose is it? Must be Sam. See, Anche, Amber sitting down. That's Twyla in the blue. Then Sam, Belinda, Eric, Jeff, and... Nope, that was Lena by Sam, because there's Belinda on the other side. Those are Sam's and Amber's cousins. January 62, I think it said. There's Mary Helen Sterling sitting down, and Nadine and Bill standing up. Looks like Regina and the little rocking horse. He focused a little better. Harry. About 1984. Oh yeah. Shad Fowler. 1. Sam and Anche. They must have both had pajamas like that. And they're dollies. That's at Grandma Miller's house. On the car. Fred Doopy, Wilbur Smith, Billy Mike Purcell, Eddie Purcell, Nadine Smith, Kathy Burton, but I guess it was Kathy Doopy then. I don't know what year this was. And Aunt Helen, Helen Doopy. I don't know where Sherry is. Anche and Sam in the white dress. 4, and it says Amber made the Valentine box. There's Sam and Anche. See? Too dark. Sam with the white socks and Anche. Looks like their dresses are probably alike. Getting the turkey ready. Or else just snitching into it. Rabbit fur coat. I think this said developed in January 87, so that'll be Christmas 1986. Let's see, that's Mary Helen and Margaret. Christmas 86. They both have big glasses on that year. Looks like snow boots. Doubt if she needs them this year in Winter Wells. Cherry. That was still an 86 Christmas shot. Day 1972. There's the cake. There's Elna and Margaret. Dolly Parton hairdo. Got a note on here that we've already given one of these to Margaret, but everybody else may want to copy one. So that's their birthday. I read that note, now I need to see the date. Birthday 1983. That'd be November. Back when those pillows Aunt Helen made us were brand new. Bing. Margaret, Colette, and Juan. It was a big snowstorm. see, Misty and Sam and Amber, Camellia, Lori, and Travis. Valentine's Day, 1984. Toad and Lori. Three. Lori in the red dress and Amber. 1983. We're probably getting ready to go to midnight mass. Everybody looks dressed up. And there's my blue stocking, Lita. It's tradition to use my same stocking. In June of 85. Looks, could that be Shad and Ashley? Thing, that's at the Vicmont. So it must be taken May of 85 when Nadine was down here. Signing his book for Nadine. I guess that's probably the book the lady wrote about him. But it may be one of his others. Yeah, looks like that. Miller, Othello's brother. Sherry. And Aunt and I guess, is that Ashley? Or is that Alicia or Camellia? Let's see, it's 1985. 87, so that's somebody else. I guess that's in the Vicmont. Who's laying on the bed? Twyla maybe, or Sherry? Somebody holding a baby. Camellia. So Camellia had a little curl too. And that looks like Smitty over there. And look, you can see Twyla and Camellia and Eileen in the mirror. Those. Looks like Carrie and Uncle Roll and maybe Billy in the front room. And going home. August 7, you can't read the rest of the year on any of their printing things, but Grandma's put 72 question mark. Anyway, this is at Eileen's. Then, since Grandma's taking pictures of everything. It says, reading. Eileen. Before they got the little bar things. Bedroom. Mailbox. Looks like she's got a big mailbox in case all of her nieces and nephews and stuff writes to her. We're not very good about that. Elna Miller and Eileen Miller, sisters-in-law. Eileen's got the dark jacket on. There's that picture hanging up on the wall, I think. Loved in June '85, so I guess that's when they were down here to see Nadine in May. April 1970. Sam and Anche. Do they have little bunny rabbits or something they're holding? See an Easter basket. Box. It says, "Happy birthday, cowboy." So that may be Billy Mike. He was born 62, so by 63 he'd be a year old. But I don't know. Yep, happy birthday, cowboy. It's up in New Hampshire. Merrimack, I guess. I think this was Helen coming down to see Nadine. That's sisters, Elna Miller and Helen Doopy. They both used to be Andersons, Granny's daughters. Her only children that lived. May '85, Nadine in the blue shirt, Mary Helen in the striped or plaid, whatever it is. One of Nadine's grandsons there. Probably. Got a book in her hand, I think. That's Kathy up on top, probably holding Johnny in the white shirt, and Sam. Then Twyla down here on bottom holding the other baby, and there's Lita in the jeans. I think my camera broke right away when she got here or something, and I didn't get much pictures. However, didn't anybody take my picture? Elna in the white shirt, Aunt Helen with the purse, out at Margaret's Yard across from Pizza Hut. Here's everybody, and looks like Mark sitting by Smitty. And Nadine's in the blue. Lita's holding some baby behind her. There's Mary Helen, Colette, and Sam in the back. I guess we decide that's Camellia. Yes, Lita, I've got a mouse in my pocket. Billy Mike. Hope we can get him in the box with the other stack. That's been about 15 hours ago since we saw that stack. Cabin. Mary Helen by Colette, Regina, Stephanie in a green dress, and then Nadine. Mike and Lita, the day before Easter, 1962. Lita's in yellow. I think that's Sterling in the front. Othello on the right. Maybe. Amber said she has a picture of her and Granny holding her in her baby book, so she's going to try to bring it over so we can get it on here. 1963. '63. So it must have been somewhere close to that. Oh, they're down in that bottom corner. You can see something. Elna and Elna Miller. Looks like Lake Marvin cabin. Doesn't say what year. Sewing on his sails. Does anybody have a picture of Mom embroidering? 3. Yeah, it looks like one boat's capsized. I'm sure you've heard the story where Sterling pretended he wasn't coming up. November 62. There's Stephen in the red. Suppose that Billy Mike. He'd be about 10 months old by then. Sectional that we kept getting recovered. That's when it was green. They weren't easy to find like they are now. And Stephen. Colette shop. And I don't see me in there. There's those big iron tables. I guess that's the router. It's Othello Miller at the Hemphill County News print shop. 52, working on the boat. It's Othello. You can tell that's Aunt and Sam. Looks just like them. It looks like Grandma just painted the faces on. We thought that was something new they just started doing. It's developed November of '70, so that's Sam. know who the other one is. Maybe it's one of Sam's relatives on the Mahan side. Or maybe y'all can figure out who it is. 3. Okay, there's Fred's mother, Caroline Doopy. And this is 1985 Memorial Day when Nadine was here. And Nadine went up to the Fowler reunion at the Woodward Park that they have every year with us. That's Fred's mother. A group of these here at the reunion. Helen Doopy. It's like Olive and Alberta maybe. That one face is really dark. On this screen anyway. I'm hoping they might be better on when we watch them. I watched one in Lori's room that seemed to be pretty good. And Helen. Fred. And there's Helen in the chair. Are 9 years younger. This was 85 and now it's 94. That looks like Amber and Heather. We took more than one car. Because Nadine rode with part of us on the way up and the other car on the way back. And there's Mary Helen. Oh yeah, here's Nadine down in the by me. See, Margaret's in the chair, then me in that plaid, and then Nadine's headscarf in the blue. You can just see the back of her. There's Aunt Helen. I don't know who else. Elna Miller and Helen Doopy. They were Andersons. But Granny's maiden name was Fowler, and this is the Fowler reunion. Must be Heather and Amber. And who is that sitting down? Looks like Helen's taking a picture of them with Uncle Fred's disc camera. Okay. Here's Nadine over on the left. Then Colette, Margaret, and who is that sitting down? Maybe one of her cousins or something from up there. Not our first cousin, because it's not Kathy or Ernie or Linda. That's the only first cousins we have. Just somebody I'm not recognizing because they were so much younger. So, it must be Sam. She was born January 68. Growing on the trees. In 67. I think that was Margaret's house. Looks like she's got some of Granny's pot holders hanging on the wall. Out in front of the shop. That was probably Easter, but maybe not.
Hello. Goodbye.
That was Lori. I think that's Rosie's house. Across the tracks. Get in. All things at Margaret's birthday party. She's trying to get these little figurines. I thought it was one that I've still seen around, but it's not. Okay, I think that's Clarence, Francis, Fern, Hazel, and Mabel. This is hopped over to the Andersons. And I guess these are the ones that their mother died when they were really young, and so Granny raised them. So they were raised like brothers and sisters to Mom and Helen. And I think Francis and Clarence are just about the same age as Grandma, so they're pretty close. The fellow. I'm working on something. Sam and Anche. Yeah, now Anche looks like Chelsea in that picture, I think. And Sam definitely looks like Brandon. Granny's birthday at the hospital, 1970. Batch says Candids. And that's May of 85. Regina, Greg, Sherry, and Nadine. That's in the picnic we had in Rosie's backyard. Looks like sister. This is Colette talking. Let's see, I thought I had that focus better on the other one. And probably one of their kids over here. Aunt Helen and Mary Helen. And it looks like we might be in their restaurant. Husband. I guess that's Carrie. Kathy and Johnny. I think that's Johnny. We were talking when Sherry was doing a tape. We saw Johnny. First we thought it was Shad. They had the same kind of shorts on. And Margaret. Looks like Johnny behind them. Kathy, Margaret, and Sam. And I just can't get Sam's face focused any better. Kathy, Margaret, and Sam. If you have blonde hair, you don't want to get your picture made wearing a white shirt. It's Marie. Looks like we're having some watermelon. Marie, Mary Helen, and Carol Ray. There's not a baby in that picture, is there? You're not even looking. I don't see a baby in there.
Behind Carol.
Behind Carol?
Black hair, red.
Oh, that's stuff sitting on the table.
Blonde hair.
No, that's stuff sitting on the table.
No.
You need glasses, Juan.
No.
1985. It's Mary Helen. Yeah. the same time, June '85, and it's in with them, so they must have took time to run out and take that picture. Mom and Smitty, I think there's a windmill on the side. Old ones that fell in here. In '89, it was Easter on Che and Ashley. Lori and Ashley and Alicia and Amber, and is that Travis's face? And Aunt Che's helping them, I think, in the back. That could be Sam. I think we're on Lita's porch on Cheyenne Street. Alicia's got her pin curls, I think. Are in their Easter dresses. I think it doesn't show up too good, but I think they're all pink, and I don't think any of them planned to get dresses so close to alike. But there's Alicia, Camellia, Lori, and Ashley. And I believe that's at Lita's. And 1981. That weren't big enough to fit in a slide holder, but I'm trying to get them taped. Looks like Colette and Stephanie trying to feed Regina. You can get a clue to the years by the glass bottle, baby bottle, instead of a plastic one. Regina was born in 1960. Church he took us to, is it in the state of Durango? What state? In Zacatecas, Mexico, where the Niña de, no it's not, is it Niña de Atocha?
Yeah.
Okay, that statue is. This is Helen and her dogs. I think we saw another one of these. Probably Mother's Day or something like that, because there's Grandma getting a gift. Elna and Elna Miller. Cake. I don't see any candles, and I don't see Margaret. Little pieces of slides that have come out of the cardboard. Annie and Regina. Is that extra legs on Stephanie? Somebody may be on the other side of her, maybe not. May just look that way. Big slides that won't fit in here, so I'm holding it. Looks like Colorado, probably. Red River or something. And can't tell. The rest is just trees. Mountain. Floor, just a little piece of one. on. It's Othello playing cards with who? And that's all, only we're on tape number 8. This is about all I think I've got here that haven't already been divided up. We've got some that are divided up in boxes that people haven't picked up yet. Maybe we can get them videoed, and maybe we can go around to the houses of the ones they took home. Sherry's planning on going around and videoing the ones everybody's already got. So maybe we'll get them all done, but this is I think we're pretty close to the beginning of tape number 8. The other 7 are plumb full, so that's quite a few slides. It's, I think, a slide that you can buy, like a tourist slide. It says Roma on the top, and the outside doesn't look like any of the slides over any of the years that we've seen before. It looks like something you'd buy. Get started on the boxes that people haven't picked up yet with their names on them, but I'm just bringing in one box at a time, so I'll make sure I get them all back in the right person's box. This says Margaret and Mutt. Blink. And they both 1952. That's back on that barbecue grill we had. We saw our first TV in the motel. So, that's the first time they saw TV. Margaret was that age. She was born in 1949, I believe. Margaret. I think we still have that tree. Maybe. 1950. Margaret and Eileen. And this is 1950. Oh, there, that's better. Okay. And it says Nadine's in the white blouse. So there's Mary Helen, Elna, Nadine, and Margaret in the front. So that'd be 1950. Elna Miller, which is Othello's mother. Mary Miller. And that looks like on Margaret's first birthday still, there's a cake. Margaret on her first birthday. Birthday. Margaret. So what was she? She was born in November of 49. Spring of 52. Says she's 3 years old. Looks like Grandma's got some pretty irises. That focus isn't too good. Nope. Margaret. Spring of 52. One. It says Margaret, however that just must be her toys. I don't see her there. I think, isn't that in the other house? I don't know. Year 1952. Mrs. Quartz, I think that was Sis Quartz. Helen, Granny holding Margaret, and the twins. But I always wonder how that goes when you put the slide in backwards and then you tape it and all this. Will they still be on the right? I don't think so. I don't know. But anyway, there's Nadine and Mary Helen Miller in 1950. That's Margaret down there. 1950 here, so these are... Margaret was born in 49. 1950. That does look like Sam. Margaret with Mary Helen and Nadine. It's Othello working in the yard. 50. I think Margaret was born, they lived in the other house in 49, so they must have just got this house. And those long windows. Now the one over there on the balcony is a door, but most of the other windows are just about as long as doors. Sitting on Rosemary's lap. Margaret and her grandma Miller and Othello Miller. So Othello and his mother and Margaret. And these are still 1950. 50. It says Nadine's behind the sofa. There's Mary Helen, Margaret, Othello, and Rose. Okay. I think her kids' cakes, first cakes, look just like that. Okay. Othello and Margaret. Looks like at the park or the lake. At Dodge City. She remembers going to Dodge City a lot. I wonder if she remembers this time. Must have been her first time. Ooh. Margaret. Years old, 1952. It says Margaret's 2 years old. Sofa. Rosemary, Margaret, Nadine, and Sis Courts, 1951. Pink and blue on one end of the seesaw, and it says Laureen's little nieces, Vicky and Dolly, are the others, Laureen Hill's nieces. And this is 51. Jess Tips. One. And this is 51, Rosemary's 8th grade graduation. 51, Othello's mother on her birthday, and Margaret and Othello. So Mary Miller, Margaret, and Othello. I guess Grandma Miller was already married to Barnett by then, because I think it said they married right after the twins were born in 1940. So it's Mary Helen, Nadine, Margaret, and I guess Rosie. These old ones you just can't see too good. Playing cards. I think this whole stack in my hand is 51. 51. Boy, she sure looks a lot like Sam's pictures. Easter 51. Who's sitting on the porch? Look at those shoes. Anoka on the train. ATSF. That's the Atchison, Topeka, and Santa Fe, I guess. The color shows up good in that one. Couldn't even tell that chair was red in the others. And Nadyne Ruth. Father Stanley always refers to her as Nadyne. Nadyne Ruth instead of Nadyne like we say. Looks like a little Red Riding Hood. And those are shoes, get me. Sold in 1955. Let's see. Whoops. Getting it worse. I guess it ain't gonna get very good. See Carol Ann behind Margaret. Wonder how many she can remember. I see Anita. Elna Miller. Easter 1955. Our dad, Othello Miller and Margaret. If you're getting tired of my voice, no tireder than I am. This is tape number 8. Birthday in 55, another picture. I wonder if one of these is Johnny McGraw, who just moved back to town and said he practically lived over in Margaret's sandbox. There's Rosie and the twins at the party. Up in 1955. A linotype behind it. But she's been putting nativity scenes in for a long time. Great. Now Margaret has eyes. The back porch. Amber and Mariah. Both printed 78 on the slide when they were developed. Amber was born in 76, so she looks about 2 there. And there's Sam with Mariah and Amber. 71. Granny Anderson and Sam in our back bedroom. And there's a story about that lamp back there. Woodward, 1968. In the picture. Colette, Regina holding Sam, Margaret, and Billy. I believe that was Billy's birthday. Probably in 68. Let's see. It'd be May 31st, 68. And then Othello died in July of 68. Billy's birthday was May 31st. 68. Ronnie Mahan holding Sam. It's Big Bird. Now, them are those feather hats that were popular in 68. That's Margaret and Sam, but I know Mary Helen had one too. And Othello, Colette, Regina, Margaret, and Billy. And there's that package. We already seen the one before, showed what was in it. Let's see if I can find that. It's like Margaret and Billy were having a dispute over what's inside that package the last time we ran across this. Fishing pole. Che. 70 something, you can't read it. And Sam. 78. This must be Billy's birthday. When we were on vacation and they used the house for a party. Ronnie Mahan, Billy Mahan, and Elmer Mahan. Going to school. I believe that's the time when she didn't want to go to school and she had trouble. It was a different town. Developed April '69. So it's either Sam or Anche. I guess it's Sam. Colette, Twyla, Lena, Anche, Sam, Lita, Belinda, and Amber with the glasses in front. So that could be Amber's birthday or Anche's. Looks like Anche's got a present. So that must be Christmas 1970. There's Sam. There's my blue stocking. I was lucky to find one that matched it green for Juan when we got married. Joyce, Margaret, and Sandra in the back. Ronnie, Billy, and Elmer in the front. Colette. Looks like my first Christmas. 1958. Margaret's holding me. Looks like Margaret got a camera, and there's Colette. Oh. Can't tell what stuff is now. Hmm? 68. To go home from the hospital. That's the same nurse we have now. That's it. 68, so that's Sam. Born January 68. Wish we could get up all these pictures of everybody that Grandma took together like we do Granny's. Trying to do Granny's. Sam in the hospital, but looks like it's the day they're going home. 9, so that's a Christmas 68. We never lacked for Christmas presents. And there wasn't too many kids in there yet. Sam. Well, yeah, older kids. So that must be Sam. 1968. Margaret and Billy Mahan. Pretty flowers. This when she was 2 years old. Raggedy Ann and Andy. Burn the cakes. This one isn't This one's kind of dark, and she wrote for Amber on it, so I guess she's going to go ahead and let Amber. She's probably going to give it to her while she's a kid, because she has some better ones here to keep in her collection. Cakes. That's at my house. And we were all snowed in my trailer when we took that nutty picture with Nadine. I wonder if that's what Amber's doing, copying us, making nutty pictures. Because some of them were sticking out their tongue and stuff. 59, or Sam's birthday. So, there's one of those turtle stools and the Mickey Mouse bank. So, that's Margaret's TV and curtains. Can't get it focused any better. Well, maybe that wasn't Margaret's before. Yeah, I think it's the same curtains. Is there a star on that tree? Because anyway, this looks like Margaret. Sam. Fiddle. Margaret, Billy, and Sam Mahan. In an angel costume. I guess that's Sam. See if that will look better light. Yeah. Developed January 69. Carrie in the white t-shirt, Billy holding Sam, Regina on the floor, and I guess that's Mary Helen. Sitting on there. Midnight Mass, 1981. I think it's before, because they come to my house and we usually rode together, I think. Or all come in together. After she was probably asleep. Starting to school. And a dog. Is that Raggedy Ann and Andy on that photo or notebook or whatever? Ronnie Mahan and James Mahan. Those are Billy's brothers. And December 1969. And it may be at Rosie's house across the tracks, but I don't know for sure. Did it say? Just a second. Billy, Margaret, Stephanie, Regina. And the cake. It says, I think that's Sam, but it could be Aunt with Grandma. Elna Miller. The last day he and Carrie had the Gulf Station. That Mary Helen's Renault and Grandma and Granddad's Nova, I guess. 1969.
No one can. I can't see, Mama.
I think Margaret still has that jewel box.
We'll be stuck.
I think this was 69 too.
Yeah, Mom.
Developed in 1969. Pretty fancy wrapping for birthday, so it must be Christmas. I don't see any tinfoil there. Linda, Lena Faye, James, Mary Helen, and Ronnie.
Which one's James?
Over here, except for Mary Helen, they're all Mahans. Disco guitarist and Sam.
Me too.
The guy who knocked her tooth out when she was little. But their family was paid back when Sam's dog ate their Thanksgiving turkey.
Mama?
Yard, but they lived next door to each other up by Evelyn. 1969, it looks like Margaret and Sam. Sam, I think it's 77.
Well, I have Jackie up here.
And I think that's Eileen, Margaret, and Sam. Lori's trying to talk me into going to an out-of-town game. And Onche, Margaret, and Sam. Margaret's holding Onche. 75. Must be in their PJs. Some Coke bottle or something.
Could you do me a favor?
Yeah, that's Margaret's curtains. Hanley, Sam, Lita, and Stephen. Well, it's Halloween, but developed in November.
What are you talking
The
about?
hospital. To take home from the hospital, we jumped back to 68. Oh. Remember that bear? Sam and Onche both had them. And there's the Mickey Mouse bank. And I think Sam's wearing white go-go boots. Christmas 69. Sam Mahan. Sam and Amber. Amber's birthday.
Don't do anything with this part, okay?
2 years old. 58. That's that car I'm sure you've all heard about. We were at the lake and he come up. It was a boat in a car. Can drive on land and then can also drive her out on the water. And we all got to take rides in it. It's probably Margaret with that blue hat on her, Mary Helen. Is that a blue hat or is that a different year? April 68, that's Sam. But I believe that was April 14th because I think that was a year Easter was on my birthday. And we all went up there. 1968,
Yeah.
Mary Helen and the kids leaving for Long Beach. And it was very icy. Well, they're at the Canadian Depot fixing to get on the train to go to California.
Why were they going to California?
And a strange man fell down just right as they snapped the picture. And I believe he gave them their address and they sent him a copy of the picture, I think. But that's Billy with the white socks, Othello, and I think the man who fell is just a stranger. But that's the train stopped at Canadian Texas Depot. I think I see Regina and Lita maybe. See a dark hair. Mary Helen's the blonde. 68, so that's got to be Sam. Developed February 68. Margaret and Sam. Whoa, what'd you drop?
Miss Winter's book.
A book. 68. And who's in the background?
Me.
No, not you.
Why are you not in the back?
Oh, clowning around with Sam already. And Margaret. He's the one who gave her the name Sam. After the birth certificate was already signed and it was Shelley Ann Mahan, he started calling her Sam because that was her initials. S-A-M. No? I think he was holding a gun in the other one. I don't know the meaning of these. There's like that's at the shop. Pictures, so there must be more than one coming. Doesn't she? It's cute there. That was developed February 68. Yellow. Now is that dog named Tippy that got jealous of Sam and ran away to live with Grandma next door, I guess. That's the time they were living next door. I think, let me check the date. February 68, but the next one come up, I'll tell you why I checked. The next handful is somebody else. February 74, so it's quite a time span there. But this says Peggy and baby. That's some of Billy's family. Now, is it my imagination or does she look a little like Brittany? Baby. 74. And Amber was born a couple years later. 76. Yeah, I think it's 1974. Peggy and her baby. So that's somebody got that new coat in 86. I guess is that Amber's? Developed in March. Amber and Carey. 55. Margaret Miller at the time. 87 developed. Way too dark. Looks like it might be Ronnie and Sam though. Amber hitting Lori's pinata. Juan and Tukey in the background. 4th of July parade. Looks like there's going to be several. 1983. I think that's Amber over on the left in the pink short set. There's Sam sitting down there with Amber and some more kids. Amber's pigtail, I guess. That kind of looks like it might be Stephen in the red shirt and Heather on one side, but maybe not. And that might be Jeff or Eric standing up, or it may not be. Sam with the driver's license. I think that's her driver's permit or driver's license. That's probably her 15th birthday or something like that. Got some jewelry. $1983. Amber, Billy, and Sam. 1969. There's Lita, Twyla, Dwight, Rhonda, and Lena. So is that Belinda? And I know that's me behind there. Colette. No, that must be Regina. I don't know who had the glasses. Sam and Dana Warren. Mahan. Carrie Bentley. December 69. This one's summer of 69. It says Greg in Houston. That must be Mark's brother Greg when Nadine lived in Houston. I have another Greg in the family now. There's Margaret's birthday, 1969. Said something else on there too. It says at Sandra's. So we saw that place before. Couldn't figure out for sure where it was. Looks like she got a Loretta Lynn record, that jewelry box she still has, treasure chest, and those red glasses. I love them red glasses. 16. She was born in 68. So add it up. Her breath to blow out them 2 candles. I think it's the same thing she was wearing. Anche, Sam, and Dana. 3. Amber, a punk rocker, I think it is. Whoops, that's not focused. There we go. Yep, that's Amber. Ears on her pumpkin. 3. Before Margaret got her carpet. She looks comfy. 3. Now we've got a hat on the pumpkin. And she was Pink Panther. And there's a little Pink Panther on the hat. was developed July 83, so Lori was about a year old with Amber. 3, Mother's Day. That looks like it might be Sam, the May Queen. 8, Sam, developed in May, the Queen, and Amber's the crown bearer. Queen. Getting tongue-tied. That's at Sacred Heart Catholic Church, Canadian, Texas. The crown and Sam's feet behind her. Three. Sam Mahan, Shelly Ann Mahan. Mahan and Amber Mahan holding the pillow. The window shows up good there. Better than the girls' faces. May crowning, I guess. Just after the May crowning. Sam Mahan, Lori Bias, 1983. And who's the other one? It's not that long ago. What a face. I'm guessing, could that be Arthur Royce's kid? Oh goodness, none of these are good. Let's see, Eric and those two, who's Amber holding? Lori? I don't know, Heather, Jeff, who are all these kids? Hope we have a better picture somewhere. You can tell us who they are. Amber's birthday, 1983. Old. And Lori at Amber's party, 1983. I guess I'm comfortable. It's old at Amber's party. Bathing suit. We bought that quilt at the gift arena, but no idea who made it. Nobody we know. For someone in another town. Lori Bias. 1983. That looks like Amber and Billy. Colette and Rosie at Billy's party. Billy Mahan's party. Looks like one's watching TV. And I'm wearing a turquoise jacket. He got that fold-up stool for his birthday. Him on his birthday. Ronnie's wearing the hat. In case this tape lasts for more than one generation. Y'all better get it put on CD. We don't have that equipment. No telling what it'll be in the future. We're still on Billy's party. January 7th, 1980. That's me, Colette Bias in the blue stripes, and there's Anche between us, and that's Sam. That's her birthday. Sanche Scarborough, Sam Mahan, Jeff and Eric Mahan. I guess that's Amber Mahan. These are a little fuzzy. Sold. Yeah, that little one is Amber. Sam and Lori. Or I think it says. Cousin down in front, I think, and Travis and Amber. And Sam's holding Lori and Anche's holding Shad. Anche's in the purple dress. Four. Her and Lori had little stools and made that to a playhouse. It's actually a sewing cutting board made out of cardboard. They fold it up. Amber in the Valentine box she made. Sitting on Santa's lap at the Christmas party. He baptized Lori, Travis and Shad. Amber at Colette's house. Amber and Sam at their house, I think. I guess that's still Christmas. I don't know if he's waiting to go to midnight mass or what. Looks like she got a boom box for Christmas. It's a dream house. Sitting on Santa's lap at the church Christmas party. Billy. Developed January 84, so most of these were December 84. I don't remember what happened. Billy Mahan. Up at the church Christmas party. Amber Mahan. And Elna and Margaret on their birthdays, 1983. Elna and Margaret's birthdays. This is Amber and Mary Helen. Looks like a little pig, so maybe it's Mary Helen's birthday. Too many candles for Amber's. Developed in 84. Sam, Stephen, and Margaret. Sam's sea jacket. It's the 4th of July, getting ready for the turtle race. 1983. Oh yeah, she's holding her turtle. 1983, Billy Mahan. 35. I think that was 83. 1983. He's 2 years old. You can see it says 2 on the train. The train cake. Amber, Travis, and Sam. Developed January 87, but too dark. That looks like Ginger. The dog. Dress Sam was wearing, but that's too dark. 2. Sam. February 1952. Base, November 1951. 1977, I think it says. Amber, Sam, and Heather. I think that's Lita's house, or is that... No, that's Rosie's. She's wrote on there that's Billy, but I don't know. Looks like Philip to me. Anyway, it's Amber. I guess it couldn't be, I don't know. 1980, I guess it couldn't be Philip. Amber and Heather in a Another kid I can't see. Sewed. So Heather, Belinda Mahan, Amber, Sam, and Lena. I think that's Sam and Ben Mahan, and Heather and Amber is the lion, I guess. Heather's in black. Amber in red, Heather in blue. It says at Lita's wedding in Amarillo. Marshall, 1977. 1980. Looks like Margaret and Amber and Carey. 1977. Marshall again. Interesting picture. And Rosie and Margaret both live down there. So, and the white, Elna Miller at Marshall, and it looks like Stanley and Sam. I think it says 1977. And there's Aunt and Sam. All this handful seems to be Marshall. Rosemary, and looks like Sam and Aunt in the background. Sam's holding her. I think that's my couch. They must be visiting. Amber, 8 months old. Oops. It's house again. Marshall, Texas. Okay. 1977. Sam was wearing bell bottoms. Marshall. Doesn't have a year or anything. Amber. She's in red. Okay, with Billy and his horse. Now, is that Smokey, or is that's a different horse, isn't it? I don't know what this one's named. It says Amber in Colorado. Oh, goody, Grandma's taking my picture again. I guess it was going in a stack for all the animals, but that's Sam and the puppies. I guess that's Inky and Cuddles. I think that's Mariah, Amber, and Sam. Amber in the red polka dot, white polka dots. Now that is my couch. That is Mariah. It says on the slide, Amber and Mariah. Lee and Elmer Mahan. Oops. 78. I think that's Margaret holding Amber, and I guess that's Billy in the blue shirt, and maybe Lena and Twyla. Lena Faye Mahan, maybe? I hope you're enjoying this, Mary Helen. Isn't it fun to go a long, long time and you don't see yourself? Yeah, we're kidding about all them thousands of pictures of the twins. Okay, Margaret holding Amber and Sam sitting beside her. Now we're hopping over to Christmas 1969. There's Billy with his welding stuff, 1969. Billy Mayhem. We saw one of these the other day when Brandon was here. No, Brandon had just left because I wanted to show him with the mask on. He looked like a Power Ranger. Sam. A little Martian's head or something on the left. I think that might be Stephanie. 74. Day him and Carrie had the Gulf Station. I think that said 69. Oh, it's getting close to midnight again. I'm going to have to call it quits pretty soon. Their first birthday. Sam's first birthday. And there's Mickey Mouse Bank again. I don't know how anybody could forget it. If Sam hit us with that enough. That's Sam. I think Nadine gave her the hammer. It was plastic part, but she could still swing it hard. 1969, Sam's birthday. Sam. At Colette's birthday party, 1969. Hey, my party was exciting, I guess. He didn't fall asleep. Yet. It's 28th, 1969, Stephen's 8th birthday. I think that might be Sam and Stephen. And I guess that's Margaret standing up and Mary Helen sitting down. And is that Sam in the basket? Dad's accordion still sitting up there by Margaret's hand where it always was. For ages. Number 69. I think that one picture said that was Sandra's house. Is that Billy? It looks like they're feeding an ostrich. Billy and Sam in the stroller and Colette and... Is that Stephanie? Or Margaret? 69, so that must be Sam's Easter. Billy and Sam. Looks like Sam's showing Grandma an egg, I guess. And Sam doing eggs. This time looks like Colette holding Enche looking out the door. We've seen a few of these. With Sam and Enche together. Wearing pink and Enche wearing blue. Easter 1969 in Grandma Miller's yard, Elna Miller. Wedding, and it says they're all too dark, and it looks like they are. Let's see if I can find any good ones. Of course, they have good wedding pictures. I guess that's Sam at a shower, maybe. That Enche over in the corner. And Sam, I guess that's Sam and Enche. Must be Sam's wedding shower at the church hall. I see Lori down in front. Can't hardly make out. Camellia and Travis, Misty, Amber, and Misty, Cogdell, and Sam. 83. Travis and Amber. Barely see him down there. 4. Lori and Amber. Amber's first communion. I think Amber's group. I don't know if it was Girl Scouts or what, but they let off a bunch of balloons in the parking lot across from Margaret's house. A sling. It says February 83. I guess that's a Valentine box. For Travis, Amber, and Lori at the park. In 84. First Communion, Mother's Day 84, but she's not wearing her veil. So I wonder if she could have wore the same dress for May crowning. I don't know. But, because there's big girls too. Amber's in the back. Four probably. Before. A Cabbage Patch doll maybe. Think they're doing their Easter eggs maybe, or are they making cookies? But it's 1984. Amber's wearing an apron, so they may be making cookies. Looks like Amber After Dark, so maybe it's 4th of July or something. The balloons go yet. 1984. Heather's in the two-tone skirt. Red and blue. They could have had May crowning and First Communion on the same day, I guess. Anyway, this is Amber's First Communion, and it says 1984. There's Amber. Second from the left on the screen as I'm watching it, I don't know. I guess this is how we'll see it. There's Amber with the front on by the boy with the white coat. There's one of the nuns that was here. Okay. There's Amber by the one in the white coat again. One of those was turned around, I guess. I doubt that they switched them all around. Amber in the middle with her godparents, Colette and Juan Valles. That's me, Colette. Amber's gone home a few hours ago, or she could probably tell me who everybody is. Okay. Well, that looks like my chairs that Amber kept used to get her arms stuck, her elbows stuck in between those prongs on the chair all the time when she was little. Like she got a unicorn. 1984. Same one, I guess there's the unicorn. No, that's not my chair, that's Margaret's. Still says 8. Yep. I guess Lori gave up. They were doing them together. I have pictures I took of both of them. And there's Amber standing up. Travis the little one. Lori in the yellow coat and the yellow dress. I made the yellow coat. That's Travis's cousin or something. And then there's Lori's cousin, Joey. He was down here not too long ago. Well, he was down here for Grandma Miller's funeral. And then behind him, I guess, is his sister Angelica. Oops, wrong button. Yeah, that's Angelica. The little blue basket, I think, was Lori's. I think it was like a picnic basket with dishes in it. Again, another one. She must be having a little puff to blow out that one candle. From her boyfriend, Johnny. I don't remember him. He must not have lasted long. Pac-Man telephone. 82. Yeah, because Pac-Man was popular, and we got those Christmas ornaments of Pac-Man when Lori was born in 82. Better. Sam Mahan, 1982. Seen that before with the typewriter and easy bake oven. 1982. Christmas tree. I think Margaret made that stocking on the wall. 3. Billy and Margaret Mahan. At Rose's house, I think. Yes, I think she's his godmother. 84. See if we can read the candles. 36. I think that's how old I am now. I'm 94. Or, is that Marcus? Well, Sam's focused good. Sam, Billy, Margaret, and Amber in front. Sam's in the blue top. It's outside the church. Maybe that's when Father Dunker came back, because we have pictures of that outside the church. His name is Johnny, and there's Amber, Sam, and Lori. I think that's Easter. Amber Mahan, sitting on the ladder. As light as it goes. Again. Cuckoo clock. So I guess he got that in 1984 for his birthday. '84. Margaret Mahan. In 1977, Elna's wrote, Sam took this of me and Misty Amber. So it's Elna and Amber. Amber and her Grandma Miller. Sam took this one too, and it says in front of my 1976 tree. I wonder, did she have that red, white, and blue for bicentennial, that tree? I think so. Good pictures, don't she? Elna and Amber, taken in 77, January, so it's the 1976 tree, it says. Misty Amber, very good. Did she mean Amber's very good, or the picture's very good? Ha ha. 7, my old floor, kitchen dining room floor in the trailer. Kids are always telling me how we used to get down there and really scrub that. But it was hard to keep clean. Let's see, was that when Amber came home sick from Colorado? I don't know for sure. Maybe, this may be later. That's when I had my blue tree in the dining room. January 22nd, 77. Their 76 Christmas tree. That's Grandma's Christmas tree. The Kool-Aid shirt. Well, that was light as it goes. And I guess, yeah. 78. At Colette's, Amber and Sam. It's developed in March of 78, so it's Christmas 77. It says Amber was sick. I guess, snow. Before, but it's a pile of snow. Sam's climbing on it. 1977. I think he's the one that got Guterres' turkey. I know he got loose from my porch and went down the neighbor's basement and out up their house, through their house. Next thing he'd be dragging it off. So it must be Billy, Margaret, and Amber. I'm having a hard time holding where you can see them. They won't fit in the deal, but I think that's Colette. Eggs at Lake Marvin with Easter eggs. These are all those big slides. That's Margaret and Stephen. And Father Lang. One looks like Sherry, but it's one of Margaret's friends. And that's a Tuckness girl in front, I think. Looks like, yeah, and a Tuckness girl on the end, and Margaret holding Regina, and I think that's me with a mask, Colette, and Stephanie. Lake Supply, 1960. There's Margaret. Dad and Bill maybe on the boat, and somebody in the back, a twin, I guess. And there's Mary Helen, that must be Nadine in the boat. And what's going on here? Which way am I going? There. I think that's me with Mary Helen. Colette and Stephanie and Margaret. I don't know how, but this is one of those big ones. Maybe the other one wasn't a big one. This don't work too good. Margaret at the Lake Marvin cabin. Whoa. Sit still, Margaret. It's Easter, I think. That's Margaret. Hello. Clark Ford. Is that Alonzo and Othello and Sam holding Lori. I guess pretty quick after we brought her home from the hospital. Lori Bice, she had a lot of hair when she was born. At Amber's birthday party, 1984. Sam, Amber, Lori, Angelica, Travis, Travis's cousin, Joey, and Anche standing up in the back. I guess that's my white car, maybe. Yeah, white Bonneville. And so is this one. This is Sam and Colette in the background. I changed at Pizza Hut in '84, and she worked at the Pizza Hut. Sam, Colette, I don't know who else is working with her. It's on Easter, 1984. Okay. That's still the same day. In '83. Behind Sam, and there's Anche. In '83, so that must be Sam's birthday, January '83. With a pie, cake and a pie. Let's see if we can see those candles. Looks like 15. Holding Lori, and there's Amber holding the cupcake, and Anche behind them. Anche and Dana in the back, and Sam And Amber's still holding the cupcake. Whoops. And that's part of Margaret's Merry Christmas banner, I guess, hanging up in the doorway. And Sam. Sisters. There's Aunt, Sam, and Dana. And Amber in the front. Dana's Sam's friend. Still is. So that must be Christmas 87. Looks like Sam holding her godchild, Ashley. I guess that's Ashley's first Christmas. 1973. Looks like out in Mom's yard. Looks just like Margaret out there, but that must be Sam out there.